Hello, and welcome. I'm no one from nowhere, and I need to launch FNAF because the first FNAF always messes up all my junk. Alright, so, hello Tenra, Jumbo Dumper, Samara, Deku, and Red Hat Bonnie. So, I'm just gonna start at one and then just move along to the next one. And I'm just gonna be talking the whole time, just absolutely just conversating and just chatting about anything, whether it's the spooky robots or, the 5 stages of grief, which I feel like I went through before I did this stream. I'm just gonna click new game because why not? And I'm having stomach issues, so I'll have to go to the gastrologist tomorrow. That's so. I mean, it's good that you got the appointment and you're getting help. So I'm gonna be playing games, so I won't be chatting much. That's a-okay. I like just being on in the background too. Do I even need to look on night one? I feel like I ask that question every time I play FNAF because I take such long breaks from FNAF. Gosh, like before this stream, it was full like 5 stages of being stressed, flipping out, and then just being like, alright, now I'm just chill. Streamer, which FNAF animatronic is the hottest? None of them. They're all robots. It's weird if you think they're hot. But then again, Foxy do got that hook. Actually no, I take it back. I wanted to show me what that hook can do. Princess Raven the cat, hello and welcome. Stand aside, the princess has arrived. Hello and welcome.
Let's see. First, there's an introductory greeting from the company.
I'm just thinking, just like Princess Raven the cat, you're a bird in front of cats, like... Wait, are you a bird that is a cat? I have so many questions. Actually, no, I have like 2, 3. But anyways, ayo, what the fricky? Wait. I'm gonna slam my keyboard. Don't do that, Tenra. You're gonna break it. Don't break your things. You gotta take care of your things so you can have it for a long time. You know what's really weird? I used to love Phone Guy, and now, like, playing through FNAF so many times, that's not really a lot of times, it's probably like 2 or 3. But now I'm like, I'm over him. I'm just gonna go with the stream times real quick at the beginning, because I see some new faces real quick. So, I stream every day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or after 3 p.m. Today it's a little after. Stuff happened before the stream, so I'm starting a little bit later. And Discord in the description to let you know, if there's something wrong, I'm dead, technical difficulties, or power outages, and I'm unable to stream, it'll be there. And it has a bunch of other fun stuff in there too. And if you don't have a Discord, that's a-okay. Notification bell on YouTube lets you know when stream's happening, when stuff goes down. Are these guys ever gonna move? Maybe not, but I just hope you enjoy. So, Sans is giving me a bad time, literally. It's what he does. He literally tells you you're in for a bad time. Every time. He is a skeleton of his word. Man, he's talking a while. I used to feel bad talking over Phone Guy, but now I'm just like, it's a thing I do, because I feel like if I don't talk over him, I'm gonna lose momentum in conversation sometimes. Because sometimes I'm like, I have all this stuff to say, and then 2 minutes go by, and it's like, alright, now it's your turn to talk. And I'm like, what? Oh. Yeah, I forgot it. It's gone. Gosh, I hate that so much. I'll have my brain so full of fun and ideas and joy, and then someone's just like, hold that thought, and I'm like, okay. They get back to me, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't know if that ever happens to you guys, but it's the worst feeling. And I'm not saying like you should be like talking over people, but if it's like, yo, it's urgent, and it's like, yo, I gotta do this now. Or some jokes are actually like, they got a time, if someone says something, and you're like, yo, I got a joke for this real quick. You gotta pop that joke quick. But anyways, it's almost spooky season. Streamer, you want Foxy? No, not really. It was more of a comedic joke. I just feel weird that some people are like, oh my god, the animatronics are so hot. I can't stand it. And I'm like, oh my god, what kind of creature are you? Bet you it's the same type of people who also look at Eevee and they're like, yeah, that's so hot. And I'm like, it's a Pokemon. Like, I used to like Eevee as a kid, but now I'm like, I can't look at that Pokemon the same. I can't. Like, I physically can't. Anyways, Angel VR, hello and welcome. Holy crap, Sans is spooky month. Are you excited, Sans? And FNAF, yeah, I've been holding off on FNAF for a while too, because I'm like, I gotta wait till spooky month. I had no clue what to do today, so I'm like, you know what? It's almost there. It's less than 24 hours till spooky month. It's time to FNAF. And you know, there's probably gonna be other streams like Dead Space, some Sonic the Hedgehog, because Shadow and Sonic is coming out later in the month. Maybe some Silent Hill. Evil Within is a game I would like to do. A lot of horror games I feel like don't do well on stream. But anyways, wait, you even used to have a... No. Who says I used to have a crush on Eevee? No. I like Scyther. Scyther's cool as hell. Yo, who doesn't want a Pokemon who literally has knives for hands in a game about making animals fight, alright? I'm just saying, the Pokemon that has knife for hands, they're gonna win you a lot of fights, alright? But God. Whenever someone's like, oh my god, my favorite Pokemon is Eevee, I'm like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I want to walk away. I don't like how Bonnie was looking through that camera. It made me uncomfortable. Like how people who say they like Eevee make me uncomfortable. I'm gonna draw something. Maybe more drawings of no one from nowhere. I do gotta put some more doodles of myself out there. But anyways, I want Vaporeon and... Oh no. Fricky Frack, why? Why would you put that evil there? I would ask you who hurt you, but I know no one hurt you. You just spawned into the world with this evil inside of you. Is Bonnie coming for my soul yet? No. How crazy would it be if I just die? Also, you know, here's a thought that sometimes when I'm depressed, I like to think about. There's a skeleton inside of you right now. And I'm not talking like, oh man, like you have bones. I'm talking like full-on Halloween skeleton. Like, you know how there's the Tootsie Pop and it's like, yo, there's like that candy in the middle of the Tootsie Pop? It's like, bro, you're a pile of meat with a spooky skeleton in the middle. And that thought always brings a smile to my face every time. And a lot of people are like, are you like mentally stupid? And I'm like, yeah, pretty much. But I'm like, it's way better thinking a spooky skeleton inside me than just being depressed and being like, oh, I'm gonna go drink another coffee. Oh, or no. I just turned my head weird and hurt my throat. I don't know how I did it. You ever like come up from like water and you're almost drowned yourself and then your eyes are just watering? That's like that. Foxy's there. You know, I haven't really checked in the door because I'm like, it's night one. It's like the most minimal effort you could imagine right now on night one is absolute minimal. My favorite Pokemon is Sylveon, just because she's cool, not because of what you think. You know what? I like that, because there's a lot of people out there that like Eevee, and I gotta be honest, the people who like Eevee too much are giving the people who like Eevee a bad name. Like, I went to GameStop with my friends, and we were getting, like, Pokemon cards, and the guy at the counter was like, oh, you guys like Pokemon? He's like, what's your favorite Pokemon? And I'm like, I like ghost types, and I was put on the spot, so I'm like, I like Gengar. And they're like, and they made a face, and my friend made a face. I'm like, what's wrong with Gengar? And they're like, Gengar's like LGBTQ Pokemon. And I'm like, the LGBTQ can't claim a whole Pokemon. Like, you can't just be like, yo, this Pokemon's only for white people. And I'm like, it's just wild to me. But anyways, bro should dress up as a furry on Halloween or a giant Fortnite peely. Yo, don't... That second one's impressive, alright? If a kid comes to my house and he's dressed up as Peely, I'm dumping half the bowl into his bag. And it's good, too. It's a good Peely outfit. And it's not just like, yo, he dressed up as a banana. No, he specifically dressed up as Peely from Fortnite. He has the googly eyes. I like to imagine Peely with googly eyes instead of his solid black eyes. What's it called? You know what I did like, and it's probably not going to be around for Halloween a lot now, is people wearing those big old air costumes. You know, it's like a piece of fabric, and there's like a little fan in it, and it like pumps air into it. Like the T-Rex, or like the Kool-Aid guy, or the Among Us. I'm gonna miss the Among Us kids running around. There's not as many kids being like, I want to be Among Us. I want to be sus for Halloween. No one. It's true that Eevee equals furry lover. Low-key, yes.
Ernie becomes a lot more active in the dark, though. So, hey, I guess that's one more reason not to run out of power, right? I also want to emphasize the importance.
Actually, my favorite kind of Pokemon is Ghost type, so I'm too gonna draw a Ghost type Eevee. I'm so smart. A Ghost type Eevee is the only type of Eevee I like. Wanna know why? If you don't get this joke, it's because I want her dead.
Be sure to check the door light. You might only have a few seconds to
Wait.
react. Not that you would be in any danger.
Come on. Click it. Good. Yeah, that's right. Click it. Click it. Spring, hello, and welcome. Do you guys know Gary's mod? I know Gary's mod. I've loaded that game up, I think, twice. And, like, the entirety of me, like, having a computer. It feels weird because I just remember, like, seeing so many videos on Gary's mod, and then getting a computer and be like, yo, I can play it, and then just never playing it. Which is a really weird emotion I'm having? No, not emotion. Thing I did. And then I look back and I'm like, what is there even to do on Gary's mod? And it ranges from doing everything to nothing. Also, it's like ran on Source from like 2007, which isn't a bad thing. But it's also really weird. You should check out the Gmod FNAF Hide and Seek. It's fun. I shall investigate that. You know, there's some games that are like recommended for streams, and I'm always open for anyone to come in here and be like, yo, play this FNAF game, do this, do that, and I'm like, okay. And then there's like games that I'm like, alright, I can't see myself stretching this game out for 2 hours, because I do want to aim for like 2-hour streams minimal. But it's like someone recommended, it's like, yo, you should play Tetris. And I'm like, I like Tetris, but I can't see myself playing Tetris for 2 straight hours. And people being like, yes, I want to watch colorful blocks fall for 2 straight hours. Anyways, bro, I have a giant Peely costume and a small goofy googly eyes. I mean, like 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter googly eyes instead of the 50. I think you should get the big googly eyes. They make jumbo googly eyes. You know what I also enjoy with googly eyes? Buying like a pack of them and then just being able to put them on anything, just so you can make eye contact with inanimate objects. There's something about putting eyes on objects that shouldn't have eyes that brings a certain smile to my face every time without fail. Also, I should keep a death counter. I said I want you to do Tetris. I know you did, Jumbo Dumbo. That's because that was like the most recent one to where I'm like, I thought about it and I'm like, and I love that suggestion, and I wish I could play Tetris for 2 straight hours and be like, yes, I can do that so easily. Not easily, but like, I could do it. And I want to do it, but at the same time, I'm like, there's no humanly possible way for me to physically do that. But like, I think if I had the choice between playing Tetris for 2 hours and trying to make it entertaining and getting tased, I'd probably be tased. Wait, I think I said that wrong. Boy, this is good. Hello and welcome. Moral of the story is, there's no humanly possible... Oh, God. There's no humanly possible way for me to stretch Tetris. Personally, I can't do it for 2 hours. Bro, I've been putting googly eyes in everything in my house. See, Angel VRGT is a man of culture. Or lady. man or lady of culture, truly refined taste. Just like this dumb rabbit Bonnie that always kills me. I swear to God, in the entirety of FNAF, Bonnie is 90% of my deaths. It's not even funny how much Bonnie murders me. But also, I hope you all are having a good and wonderful day. You know, an uneventful day. I know, Tenra said he has a doctor appointment, and I hope he feels better soon. It took me a minute. I forgot the name. I'm not good with names. I apologize. But anyways, I put googly eyes on a tree in my yard. I like those tree faces. Is it like those pack of like stores? Like it's like mainly like self-improvement stores like Lowe's, Home Depot, hardware stores that like sell the tree faces. And there's something about the tree faces that I'm like, I really like them, but I can't see myself jamming them into a tree, but I like seeing them too. I'm not a boy or a child. I am 10-year-old man. Well, I don't know. You think I'm like psychic or something? Then I can just know the appropriate age, pronouns, and gender of everyone who watches. I got a name on a screen, and that's all I have to go on. Oh, and a profile pic. Can't forget about the profile pic. Hello, Omniboy, and welcome to another lovely stream of me hopefully not banging my knees on the bottom of my desk, or elbows, or any of my appendages. One time I actually managed to twist my head so fast, I actually really hurt myself trying to avert my gaze from the screen, from the spooks. Anyways, bro, only on a tree. I put massive googly eyes on the front of my house. Oh, wait. Actually, a man is above the age of 18. Well, I wasn't using man in, like, the literal term. I was using the term man as in, like, male and female. You don't see, like, you've seen, like, grown women and they go to the club and they go over there and they're, like, they point and they're like, that's my girl over there. They're not like, that's my woman. No, they scream, that's my girl. And it's, like, on most of their bumper stickers, too. It's one of those interchangeable things, I think. But I could be wrong. I mean, like, all the bumper stickers could be lying to me. And t-shirts, and all those posters that frat girls make, too. Also calling them frat boys, too. The frat boys could also be lying to me. I mean, like, if that logic applied, then every frat boy would be under 18, and they'd all be doing keg stands. It'd be really weird watching a 12-year-old kid do a keg stand. No, I kind of want to see one. Actually, no, that sounds wrong. That's underage drinking, and I don't condone that. But I feel like that could be a good movie thing. Right there. Who has a frat house, but they're all under 18. Never mind, that's a bad movie idea. You know what's really weird? Like, first time I played FNAF, I'm like, does Foxy ever come out of the cove? Like, ever? And it was one of those things where I was, like, really good with staying on top of it, and I'm like, and it never happened, and I'm like, well, I guess Foxy isn't even, I'm never gonna see him. The cool red fox with the pirate hook, I'm never gonna have the chance to see him. And I did. And then I screamed, and then I flipped out, and then I had a cold sweat. It was a good time. Damn, I feel horrible. Why do you feel horrible, boy? This is good. Well, I just hope you feel better. I know I feel horrible most days.
Oh, hey, you're doing great.
Hey, there's a mute call button. I never saw that before. Or am I blind? I may just be freaking blind. Anyways, I drank a pint of beer once, and I was 3. I don't believe you. No one's giving a 3-year-old a whole pint of beer. That just sounds like bad parenting right there. Like, maybe, like, a taste, but, like, a whole pint? Oh, you didn't put whole, so maybe you just had a taste, but, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're underage and you never had a beer, I tasted a beer, it's crap. You're not missing out. And let me tell you something, people don't drink for the taste. It's for the head-splitting headaches. And throwing up. And also paying for the experience of feeling bad. But anyways, you are home alone. I want to know, like, who sells whole pints? Who has, like, a whole pint of beer in their house? Like, I'm thinking of, like, a mug or something with a pint. And I threw up. Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate. Catland, hello and welcome with the heart. The Freddy laughs. Oh, the Freddy laughs. You know, this is when I'm gonna start dying, because the first 2 nights, they're easy. They're the free wins. They're the ones that help you build up confidence when you're playing FNAF. But now the gloves are off, and that bear's coming for me, and he wants my soul. I don't think he actually wants my soul. Yeah, they just jammed you in a suit in this one. That cupcake keeps staring at me. Also, is that high-pitched hum from the fan in the office? Because I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't think I've ever encountered a fan that hummed like that. But then again, if they put a fan with actual fan noises in this game, it'd literally be the entire game just hearing a fan into a microphone, which is horrid. Anyways, click the Freddy Bear posters. I did click it. I clicked it earlier. I don't think you were here. But I've been booping that snoot. Am I gonna die? No, not yet at least. Chica's nowhere to be found. My parents have like 5 trillion beer bottles in the house and they literally never drink any of it. Well, they have to be ready for guests. Maybe the guests might want one. Yeah, it's coming from the fan. But think about how poorly this game would have done, though, if this game had realistic fan noises. Oh. I feel like I need to drink water, but I feel like the moment I go for a drink of water, I'm gonna get murdered. Immediately. Have you ever had a headache and a, blocked and runny nose? Or just you're just describing being sick, Angel. Also, remember taking into the fans in the reverb? Oh yes, talking into fans as tier. If you didn't do it as a kid, you missed out. Nope, not even guest drink from it. That just sounds like you just have just a lot of drinks that no one's drinking. And believe it or not, beer does have an expiration date. I mean, like, it's probably a long expiration date. I don't know. Along with Twinkies, too. Everyone's always making fun of Twinkies. And they're like, oh, it's a Twinkie. It'll live forever. It never goes bad. It's a Twinkie. The nuke's dropped. It'll be Twinkies and cockroaches. And it's like, no, not at all. They go bad. They're literally filled with dairy product and sponge cake. Like, 2 very perishable things. And those are the only 2 things Twinkie is made out of. Anyways, I used to love talking to fans. That is top tier. Bro, that's my entire childhood right there. Talking into the fans. And, talking to fans was like crack to us kids. It was just... And then a weird hand gesture. Yep, that is the hand gesture that I would choose for talking into fans. Are these animatronics ever gonna show up? Like, ever? Is Foxy ever gonna, like, move? You know, I'm talking a lot of crap about them right now, and I feel like I'm about to get my insides ripped out. Fun fact, wine is fermented grapes. That is true. Don't say that stupid rabbit anywhere. Starting to make me a little bit worried, not seeing Bonnie anywhere. I had a thought and I lost it. I like the little clown icons. More hands. Oh, I hear footsteps. Boy, this is good. I have a strong bow, almost. Wait, bow? Strong bow? I think I read that wrong and it disappeared. Wow. Wow, really? Alright, fine. Let's do this. Kill me. Take me now. I want Foxy to do it. Come on. We can't wait all night, Chica. It's either you come in, you rip my face off, and put it on a pizza, or whatever you do. No, they all stuff me in animatronic suits. I don't know. I feel like putting a face on a pizza would be a lot better than, you know, putting a man inside a suit with sharp objects and lots of things. I'm gonna drink some water while I wait, real quick. No, I can make it. Check it out. I'm gonna make it. It's already 5 a.m. Like, there's no way I'm not gonna make it. Think about it. It went from 4 to 5. If I don't move, I may just live. Eventually, I did live. I had a strong bow, which is a British alcohol drink. Oh. Yeah, see, I had no clue what that was. The strong bow. Alright, I'm gonna drink some more water while I wait for these animatronics to come and, you know, dismember me. This is so stupid. Imagine this, if this works. Yup, no, there's Foxy. Water on a hot summer day. That is peak. Water on a hot summer day. You know what I don't get? Do they put your arms through here too? Or do they all just jam you on the inside in the torso? Like, I don't know what you would even do. I don't know why, but I started thinking about Mr. Potato Head. Like the toy. Which is really weird to just randomly start thinking about. I just wanted to share that thought. I'm drawing this for you, no one. Death counter 1 or 2. I think we at 1. That felt like that could have been 2 deaths, but it definitely won. I don't know why. Sometimes before I start streaming, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna like give myself 10 minutes to like decongest and like, you know, clear out my sinuses, and then I can decongest, and then I get like 30 minutes into stream, like right now, and then it's just like painful to talk, and I'm like, it just hurts. But I still keep going. But this is really weird. But anyways, what would you do in this situation? Maybe curl in the corner into a ball and then start crying heavily, or the complete opposite, and then charge at all the animatronics being torn limb from limb. It's either completely cower or just rush. The glory of the rush tactic is that it's either you're gonna win and be hurt, or you're gonna die and it's gonna be over. Either way, within the next 10 minutes max, by the way. It's over. You are dead, or they are dead. Oh! It was like 1 a.m. and what happened on night 3 the other night? Alright, now we got 2. I'm honestly curious, like, that was 1 a.m. Chica sprinted straight to the office. She never shows up. Never shows up, ever. It's like Bonnie just doesn't exist anymore now for some reason. Sandwich and chips are getting out of the pool is just perfect. Alright, that is pretty freaking good. The sandwich and chips out of the pool. That's not fair. They can't just black out my cameras within the first 0.2 seconds of the match starting. Anyways, I would run to the main exit and then break the main door. I mean, like, the door isn't locked. I don't think. I mean, like, actually, no, I take it back. It is locked. But you're the night guard. You have the key. I don't think you would have to break the door. But then again, that main door, I don't think, I bet you it's probably one of those doors to it's like, you ever see that glass windows with like the wires going through it so you can't just break them and jump through? I feel like those are the type of windows they have on the front door. Or maybe it's just like a pane glass window because it's like, what's it called? A Chuck E. Cheese. Anyways, dude, I was playing a game, and in the game, I got jump scared, and on the stream, you just got jump scared at the same time. Yo, that's wild. The syncing up jump scares is pretty based. But my first bite of a meal hits different. The first bite always hits different every time. You can't beat the first bite of any meal. That's why vampires only bite people once, and then they never come back. What is up with that static noise? Let's just think about it, like... I have a question. If the first bite's the best bite, wouldn't you want to shove all the food in your mouth immediately? And just do it all in one bite? Or do you think that would downgrade the first bite? Anyways, your first... Oh yeah, always hits different. Hey, no one. If you could, who would you collab with? Oh my gosh. Like, anyone in the world? I choose Elvis because everyone would come and be like, yo, he found Elvis. And it'd just be amazing. Or should I say something wacky like Bigfoot? Or all the aliens from Area 51? Just take this, like, even weirder, too. And then just be, like, some random dude that I found off the streets. That'd be a crazy collab. Think about it. Downgrade. Oh, yeah. All the food in your mouth at once would be a downgrade. But then again, it is the first bite, and the first bite is the best bite. What about the last bite? It depends on the type of food you're eating. If it's like cereal, it's not as good because it's all soggy and gross. Everyone knows the best part of the cereal is in the middle, when it gets a little bit of milk, but it's not so freaking coarse and hard to it's scratching up your mouth, like in the beginning. Have you ever had a day off of school just because it's hot outside or like light snow? I have snow days. Snow days hit different. My school hates having snow days. Like, it could be -20, and they could be getting calls from every parent in the area being like, don't do this. And they're like, well, we need to. We did have a day to where it's like, it was -20, and they were like, alright, we're still having school. And they couldn't get the buses to start because it was so cold. All the batteries just kind of just crap the bed. Also, P Game, hello and welcome. Don't be shy, you know, let me know your thoughts. tips, tricks, or just like if you want to talk about some random subject, I'm always open. But anyways, I probably butchered your name, and I apologize. But I butcher everyone's name at least once or twice. But anyways, bad delay, I'm guessing. Yeah, there's nothing that you can do about stream delay. Stream delay is a thing that you just can't overcome. No matter how good your internet is, it's all dependent on the system. Like, I'm not sure if you ever had a Switch, but my friend had to download something on his Switch the other day, and he's like, I checked my internet speed with like the internet speed testers. You can get on your phone and on your computer, and they're like applications or like sites, kind of like Spin the Wheel or the calculator. But give me one moment, I'm getting something. I'll finish that thought in a second. Alright, so what I was talking about with internet speed. So internet speed, like download speed, I'm so sorry about that delay. Someone came in, dropped me off some food, and Bonnie's sitting there like a creep. A spooky little rabbit. But let me read this real quick. Bro, unlike having a warm day or a snow day in England, South Texas, we get no snow at all. P Gamers, yeah, bad delay. You can beat it. No, there's no beating the delay. But what I was saying before I got interrupted by someone jumping into my roof. No, 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 no! I didn't beat that level. Alright. Loading it up, running it back. He got to download something on his Switch, and we checked his speed and everything, and he had 1 gigabyte download speed per second. Obviously, like, that fluctuates, so it should be, like, within the range of, like, upwards towards, or at least half, so it would be 500 megabytes a second, and we checked the Switch download, and it was, like, in the kilobytes, which is, like, microscopic. Or, like, megabytes in, like, the 1 to 10 range a second. And we're like, this is absolutely horrible. And I'm like, it's probably like Steam, because it isn't dependent on, like, your individual, like, connection or, like, internet speed, or, like, you could have, like, the world's craziest computer with fiber optic cables going straight to the server. But it's just one of those things to it's like, if it's on a network, like Nintendo or Steam or something like that, it's dependent on the network. So you could have the world's craziest internet provider, and you're never matching the speeds they say that you have for download rate, because it's just how it is. And that's how it is with YouTube, to where it's like the stream delay, no matter what I do, I could sink $1 million into fiber optic cables. It's just the network. Just like how YouTube crashes within the first 1 to 8 minutes of every stream, no matter what, it will just continuously crash. And it's a very consistent and timely crash too, which I don't mind. It's always at like the 8-minute mark, around 8 minutes, where my stream just kind of craps the bed. Also, McDonald's are usually gigabytes. Yeah. But anyways, cases here in North TX, neither do we. But, I beat this game with 0 deaths, no one. I never said I was good at this game. And I kind of like playing Five Nights at Freddy's, you know. And most of the time, I'm not even looking at the monitor. I'm, like, looking at my other monitor, reading chat, I'm playing through, I'm chatting. I'm talking about how Freddy Fazbear's top hat makes him look like a distinguished gentleman, and how the poster Booper Snoopers are the best. But I want to rewind to, someone said, let me scroll up real quick. Something about being from Texas. Yeah, it was Cadland. Cadland was like, yo, I'm from Texas, and we never have snow days here. Which is true. Yeah, you know what probably killed me? Was me scrolling up in chat. Is what killed me. Try FNAF 2, you'll hate it. FNAF 2, I find the easiest out of all of them. FNAF 2 is like I don't want to say it's stupid easy, but it's just about reaction time and just hitting all the buttons in the right order. I mean, like, every game is technically hitting all the buttons in the right order. You can't tell, but I'm doing air quotes with my fingers. It's very important that you know that. But, I think you've said that before on my other streams, Cadlands, where you came in here and you're like, yo, do FNAF 2, and then I'm doing, like, a FNAF long stream like this, and I go from 1 to 2, and I just beat 2 so much quicker. But, if you don't want to get scared, heavy mindset that you'll always ready, no, I don't want to do that. That's lame. Anyone can do that. I've actually talked about that, boy, this is good about playing games and being, like, so, like, ready for being jump scared. But anyways, Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy can only kill you if you pull up the cams. Huh. But then there's Foxy, too, that kills you regardless of what you do. Well, I mean, like, you have to look at the cams. It's actually really weird to think about. You kind of put that into perspective a little bit. Being like, well, yeah, I can't even think of something that also puts in perspective. There's just, like, some points in life where someone will say something that's, like, kind of obvious, but it's like, why did that, like, hit so hard for no reason? Are you ready for Freddy? I'm never ready for Freddy. Chica, somewhere around, I don't know, licking wallpaper like Chica does. Dumb freaking bird. But, I want to talk about my thought I had earlier before I forget it. So, like, snow days are great, and if you're down south in America, in, like, Texas, Georgia, like, it's so hot down there, they never get snow. But there was, I think, a few years ago to where it dropped down to 32 degrees. And it's really weird if you think about the infrastructure of, like, compared to, like, places like New York, Chicago, and other, like, cities and towns that are, like, up north, closer to Canada, because they do get more snow, or if they live by a body of water. And the temperature does drop to, like, freezing in those areas. The pipes there are made actually bigger because when water freezes, it expands. So because, you know, Texas, when they made all the cities in Texas, it's like, it's never gonna freeze here. It's literally a frying pan. It actually went down to 32 degrees, which was freezing for water, and so many pipes exploded in Texas that year. It was absolutely obscene. It was like on all the news networks. There was like people crashing. It was basically the apocalypse happened in Texas because of some snow. But damn, Texas ain't tough. P-Gamer. Also, autocorrect ruined it. I was telling Cad that North Texas, neither do we have snow. Winter normally is like 80 degrees. That's just how it is in Texas and in the southern states. To where it's like, you guys don't have fall, winter, spring, and summer. You guys have summer, slightly colder summer, and then super summer. There's Chica giving me the stink eye on the cams. Licking wallpaper. Being dumb. But true. The equator is to blame. You can't blame an imaginary line that's put on the earth. That's not fair to the imaginary line that doesn't exist. But anyways, Texas, if you accidentally step on someone's property, you're dead. Which is kind of weird, because Texas is actually, like, way bigger than some countries. Like, I looked it up the other day because I was watching an anime, and it was, like, it showed, like, a map of Japan, and it was like, yo, someone blew across Japan at, like, super speed, and they had, like, a tracker on it. I'm like, I wonder how much distance he actually covered, and I was, like, doing the math, and I'm like, I wonder how big, Japan actually is, and it's, like, 150 miles, and I'm like... Truckers do that in a day, 150 miles. Like, easy. Which is wild to me to think how small Japan actually is. But anyway, so true. Yo, no one, you pronounced my name correctly, then say arcade without the R. No, it's Cadland. Oh, I hear you giggling, Freddy. Thinking, you know, stuff me in an animatronic suit's so freaking funny. Won't be so funny when I don't know, stuffed you full of mayonnaise during the day shift. I don't know why I said mayonnaise. I don't know where I'd even get mayonnaise. Oh my gosh, why do I think mayonnaise? You know what? I heard the most vile thing. BRB, Alright, Angel. I was moving boxes the other day because my mom was like, yo, help me move some boxes. I'm like, alright. I'm like, oh, no. I was moving some boxes, and they were just like old boxes with old crap in them. And some of them were from shipping places or like grocery stores, and so like they're just boxes, you know. Sometimes you get boxes just to get boxes, and one of the boxes said, imitation mayonnaise. The beach for me is like 5 hours, aka I'm in DFW. What's DFW? DFW. What does DFW stand for? No, it's not. Please, everyone, other streamers I watch pronounce it correctly. No, it's CAD and then land. But then again, I can't read. Why is this stupid bunny not leaving? Also, I think Foxy just ran down the hallway, banged on the door, then left. You're not a true patriot American if you don't storm every country for all and have a shotgun in your house and vote for Trump. The vote for Trump part, I don't fully agree on. You know, people can vote for whoever they want, but like 100% Dallas Fort Worthy. Oh. Yeah, that's very specific. There's no way I would have guessed that. Say arcade. Arcade. Yeah, I get you trying to say Cadeland, but I've been saying Cadland for so long that I'm like, I kind of like saying Cadland. Also, I feel like if it was Cade, it'd just be C-A-D, not C-A-D-E. But then again, English is a messy language with lots of messy things. Now I'm actually tempted to look up the rules of E's and vowels and all that stuff, you know? I'm probably wrong, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna try and gaslight you guys into thinking I'm some type of grammar wizard that knows the proper grammar to everything. No, not me. Not at all. Best grenade, Cadland. Oh! Okay, Chica. You need to be out there. Well, fourth technology can become its own, Metropolis. Metropolis, the population's like 3 million right now. That's too many people in one city. Anyways, dear no one, you are not the only one who are a someone asking for a friend. Wait. The best grenade? There's actually a lot of interesting designs for a grenade. Because I'm weird and I look up weird things on Google. Like, yesterday I looked up what made up a tailpipe because I'm like, I wonder what type of metal makes up a tailpipe on a car. Because obviously it has to be, like, heat resistant to some extent if it's on, like, a high-end car. But if I'm, like... But some of them have, like, a lot of chrome. But I'm like, it'd be too expensive to put chrome just straight up on every tailpipe. Or every exhaust for an engine. Just for, you know, style points. But, one of those, you know, really weird fueled, curiosity sessions on Google, I did look up, like, a bunch of, like, models for tanks, grenades, guns, seeing, I'm like, what's the difference between, like, old guns and tanks versus modern tanks? Tanks, it's easier. You can tell they're not just like metal boxes on wheels with a gun put into it. But anyways, there is a need to an E to say its name. So I guess it would be Cade, which would make sense. But it's definitely an EMP. I don't think an EMP is classified as a grenade. It could be, and I just don't know it. I'm not like super military man over here, and I'm not the kid who plays with the airsoft guns and the BB guns that knows everything about, like, oh my god, I know every make and model of every gun ever made. Tell me a model number and I would know the gun. Like, one of those kids. You know the kids I'm talking about. The kids who think they're gonna grow up and then be a super, like, commando in the military. But they just turn into the dude with, like, weird illegal automatic assault weapons in their house. And without a gun safe, too. Like a true American. No, but anyways, I told you no one. I never said I was right. Cadland. Like, I never was, like, trying to gaslight you and being like, hey, I just posed the question. I'm like, what is the rules for E and vowels? I never said you were wrong. I just said I was most likely wrong. Actually, it's an electromagnetic pulse device. That one I actually did know, but actually I'm gonna do that in the funny voice because you put the actually. It's EMP stands for electromagnetic pulse device. Like a true nerd. How to make a lame man's electromagnetic pulse device. Step 1, grab a ball of tinfoil. Step 2, throw it in the microwave. Step 3, hit popcorn. Watch the EMP go off. No, I'm kidding. It actually doesn't. It just, what's it called? Makes your microwave explode. Don't put tinfoil in your microwave. Don't. Alright, it explodes. There was actually a story of a guy who got his phone wet, and instead of putting it, you know, in a bag of rice, like a logical person would do, he actually took his phone and put it in the microwave and hit popcorn, and his phone shot out the top of his microwave. Like a true idiot. And I'm like, only in America people would do that. But, hey boy, this is good. You voting presidents in UCAD-land. I feel like a lot of people in a FNAF stream wouldn't be old enough to vote for presidents. But that's just like my first thoughts. But also, Kevin Connor, hello and welcome. Let me know if you got any questions, any inquiries, or if you're just like, yo, you wrong. You wrong about the FNAF lore. That wasn't the bite of 83. You know, let me know. I'm open to any course or direction of discussion. Or topic of conversation. But anyways, I can't legally vote, but I'd vote for Trump. That's not me saying that, I'm just reading what somebody put. I'm not taking a side here. I will only say, though, I like Trump. He's a meme machine, alright? And he makes a lot of people upset, and he's just rage bait for the internet. But anyways, no one, you should be pushing my buttons, buddy. I'm 13. Yo, I'm not trying to touch any 13-year-old. I don't know why you'd say that. Oh! That really freaked me out because I heard that noise and I'm like, I never heard that noise before. You know what I need to do? I need to shove this burrito in my mouth real quick. Probably hear me messing with the foil. Give me one moment. Because I am low-key about to freaking pass out. That isn't even low-key, I just actually am about to pass out. Give me one moment. Alright, let's go again! If I could vote, I would vote for Trump, only on the mere, like, if we're talking, like, not even, like, what's it called, like, who you like better, just, like, on policies alone. I think it would be Trump, just because he actually has policies, versus Kamala Harris, who doesn't really have, like, written policies. Like, look at any interview she's in, and then she gets asked, like, the easiest questions, and then she starts ranting about living in a middle-class house and being raised by middle-class parents, and how the American people are strong and resilient. Also, Stephen James, hello and welcome. I'm just trolling here today. I don't really know what this game is and what it's about. You sure I'll have a stupid question to ask too, not before too long. You know, it's just FNAF. You know, you look at the cameras, you try not to get your blood removed from your body, and that's the game. And then I have a bunch of people that are like the age of 10 coming in here telling me I'm bad. And that's, you know, I think part of the content that I enjoy making with FNAF, you know. Mainly the iPad babies. The iPad babies, I don't know what's wrong with them. Probably because they have an iPad attached to the side of their head, but, what's the word I'm looking for? My mouth's full of burrito. It's kind of hard to talk with all this burrito. And I kind of want to have another bite, but I feel like if I have another bite, I won't be able to talk. And I'll probably die. And again, it's another burrito mouthful. I went for the second bite. But anyways, trolling, Harris wants to take away your rights as American. Alright, that just sounds like propaganda right there. Like, that's just straight slander. I'm voting for Harris, and this is my first election I'm voting in. I will say, I feel like a lot of people who do vote and are able to vote, I feel like a lot of them look at it like it's a sports event. Like, it's like, yo, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican, I'm a this, I'm a that, and I'm like, why are you being like, I'm a this or a that? Like, I'm fine with that, but at the same time, I'm like, shouldn't you be looking at policies versus, like, you know, sports team? But anyways, Daniel, hello and welcome. That's a lot of random letters. I'm gonna have some nachos. Oh, I want nachos. This always happens. I always get, like, around to an hour in a stream, and then I get hungry. Without fail. There's some streams, though, I will admit, in the past, that I've gotten so hungry to where I'm like, alright, I gotta go, guys. I gotta go eat right now before I go black out. But anyways, what I was talking about before, just like, I will say just make an informed decision, you know, check out multiple news networks, you know, like, and a lot of people also like crapping on Fox News, but, you know, they do have, they're another source of information, and I'm gonna say, like, don't see a clip on TikTok and be like, oh my god, Kamala Harris or Trump's like the best person in the world, and it's like, no, the clip's made to make you, convince you to vote for them. Like, watch videos on experts talking about it, look on, like, Kamala Harris's past policies, look on Trump's past policies and what his policies are for this upcoming election. Get, crap. Get, you know, information, because I feel like a lot of people around this time of year, when it comes to election time, they go full on, their brains turn to goo, and they turn into, like, foaming rage monsters. But anyways, Ice Latte, welcome. I like the name. Or Ice Y Latte. What is up? Stop spamming. I mean, like, if he just keeps doing it, like, you have the Power Boy, this is good to, you know, hit him with, like, that 30-second timeout. But he stopped. Unlucky. Yeah, and I'm just bad, too. Unfortunately, I was not a kid raised on iPad, so I'm not naturally good at FNAF. I swear to God, like, I had a younger cousin, he was, like, 5 or 6, and he was raised on iPad, and he's like, look at this fun game, FNAF, and I'm like, that just seems like a lame horror game. I'd never be playing that. Lo and behold, I'm streaming FNAF. Fate is cruel sometimes. It's very cruel. But anyways, I'm like, this isn't scary, and this is just easy, and now I'm playing FNAF, and I'm like, this isn't easy as I thought it was. Read my last chat, please. Also, Trump did say he would be a director, and I don't want that. A dictator. I don't think that was, like, what he actually said. I think I saw that clip you're talking about, and I think last time, he was talking about, like, last time he was in office, he was a lot more, like, appealing, a lot more, like, trying to appease, like, Congress and everybody. And I will say, last time when he was in office, a lot of people gave him a lot of pushback, like, more than, like, the usual pushback. Like, obviously, it's, like, Democrats and, like, Republicans, and they're like, oh, man, our guy didn't go in, so it's like, you know, you trip up the other guy a little bit. And I'm like, I don't like that policy in politics. I mean, like, I'm a firm believer on we all people in the same country, and we should be making the objectively correct and moral choice versus, like, oh my god, we didn't win, so let's screw him over. But I feel like what he was saying, and he probably did word stuff wrong, and Trump is not good at wording stuff right at all, as in, what's it called? He's gonna play more hardball if he gets into office. Like, he's not gonna just be, like, backing off on certain of his policies like he did last time. But anyways, yeah, that's why I didn't do anything. He stopped. Oh, that's why. Anyways, yeah, and Harris said she'd get rid of your rights to be like Christians because of violating LGBT. Yeah. They both say, like, absolutely insane stuff. Like, I've seen so many video compilations of Kamala Harris on her current policies right now, and they're not even, like, real policies. Like, it memed for, like, a week and a half when Trump, like, a few months ago said he's gonna get rid of tax on tips for, people working on those jobs, and then Kamala Harris, miraculously, a month later, after Trump said that, said she's gonna do the same thing. And everyone's like, you just stole that from Trump. Or, like, clips of Kamala Harris, like, you know, on her past policies as a governor and as a vice president saying, like, oh, I'm going to do this and that and the other thing. And then it's her, basically, the old clip of her being like, I'm going to get rid of abortion, to now being like, I'm going to give everyone abortions, or something like that. I don't think she actually said that. That was just something crazy I said. But it was just her contradicting herself in a lot of compilations. But, there's just clips to make people look dumb as hell. And that's just one of them. But anyways, okay, I hope I get 1 million subs tomorrow. So yeah, because, I gotta go now. Well, if you gotta go now, thank you so much for joining me. Ice Latte. It's really weird to be playing FNAF and then talking about the presidents. But like I said, I don't really, like to take a side, especially on streams or any of that stuff. Like, I feel like people who are, like, content creators or like that, or, like, celebrities, like, I saw recently, Taylor Swift was like, oh my god, we're gonna support Camilla and give the first female president. I'm like, that's dumb. I'm like, anyone that chooses Kamala Harris and votes for her, because, let me finish, because of, like, they're like, oh my god, Taylor's voting for her, so I gotta vote for her, is an idiot. True Gen Alpha is always stupid. The YT content they have is just bad during, like, our childhood. And it's like 20 years of old swearing and playing for fun. Yes. A lot of old YouTube videos is just, swearing for funsies. I'm sorry I'm not reading as fast. I'm trying to play FNAF, finish thoughts, and sometimes when you guys put, it's not just stream delay, it's just me mid-sentence just, like, talking about stuff. But, we have an educational debate about nothing wrong with this. I'm voting for Biden. I'm dead. Bro, you can vote for Biden. You know what, I like about Trump, and a lot of people are like, they actually don't like Trump for it, that he's not a politician. He just kind of was like, yo, I'm gonna go be president, and then everyone's like, yo, he's not a politician, he's not qualified. But I'm like, if you look back on, like, the history of America, like, then what the hell was like George Washington and like all the other first like 10 presidents? They weren't politicians. They were lawyers. They were doctors. They were people of education, and you know, and they had thoughts and ideas, and they built the country. And I'm like, that's what I like. Versus like this two-party system through, it's like, it's kind of nice to where it weeds out a lot of the idiots, but it's also kind of bad because it's like we only got two real choices here in America for leaders. But anyways, it's Joe over for Jumbo Dumbo wanting to vote for Biden. It is so Joe over. Oh, Foxy's in there. Oh yeah, look at him run. Alright, he should be back in Pirate Cove now. You know what's crazy? I'm not even like paying attention to like these stupid animatronics. Like Chica trying to like, I don't know what Chica does, but Bonnie's plays that guitar, and I'm gonna cut his freaking strings when the day shift comes. But anyways, remember the time when Kanye went and was elected for president? Bro, I love that. That was the best 4 years of my life. Oh, come on! Fine, kill me. I don't care anymore. But anyways, who is more qualified in the 2020 election? An old man who falls over wires or a businessman? I love those compilations that people make of Joe Biden tripping over things. Or him just like sitting there and he's just like completely clueless. They're just so funny. One thing I hate about Trump is that he went to kick out all the Mexicans, even illegal citizens. I mean, like, you can like not like that, but at the same time, it's like, oh no, for a second there, there's illegal citizens, legal citizens. I don't think he kicked out legal citizens. I feel like that was just something the news networks were saying, just to, you know, just drum up hate. Because I'm gonna be honest, like, during those days of like 2016 when he was in office, a lot of the news networks put out a lot of freaking lies. Like, it's to the point to where I'm like, I don't watch the news for crap. Like, I look at the news now and I'm like, I don't believe anything they say anymore unless if it's about the weather. I don't believe it for a second when it comes to politics. You know who does tell the truth though? Talk show radio hosts. They're unbiased. They don't give a crap. They don't make big money by supporting one party or the other most of the time. They see it how it is, and I trust them. If you can't talk your local talk show radio host, who can you trust? Honest to God. I'm actually gonna vote for myself. I'm not sure if you guys have ever seen, but Vermin Supreme, he is a man who runs every year for president, and he's running this year, and he just runs, and he wears a big rain boot on his head. He has a big wizard beard, and he dressed like a homeless guy, and he goes around campaigning, and some of his campaign clips are the funniest things you'll ever see. It's him with like a boot on his hand in front of a podium, and he's like, I'm gonna change all the money in America to ponies. Every American will have a pony, and everything will be paid in by ponies. We will have the pony standard, or like some absolutely crazy crap like that. Highly recommend looking up some Vermin Supreme stuff. I just wish he'd make it to presidency, honest to God. He's what America needs. But anyways, liberal news stations lie about Trump to like strengthen. Yeah, they do. The news lies so much, it's absolutely obscene. Like, I wouldn't have realized it if I weren't like, you know, I don't want to say critically thinking, but like, critical thinking is like, if you see two people in a car accident, and, oh, I didn't check up on Foxy long enough. And you're a police officer and you have to figure out whose fault is whose, and you only had two people talking about it, and that's like all the information you have like a very small pool of data to like make your decision on. To where it's like, well, how do I figure out who's that? Because he's saying it's her fault and she's saying it's his fault. It's like, then who's at fault? How are you gonna figure that out? And like some people will be like, well, ask the other cars that were on the road. It's like, yeah, if they stuck around, or like local cameras. Maybe it's like if you're in another country, they have like lights on the cameras or cameras on the traffic lights, or local businesses having cameras outside. You could check those too, and you could really get the facts. But it's point of this example is that if you only have the viewpoint of like one or two places, your decision is not a well-informed one, no matter which one you make. So if you're like, yo, I saw it on the news, they said Trump shot 12 families in the head and then did the gritty on them, and Kamala Harris gave like, oh, I was gonna say something horrible. I don't know, like a bunch of illegals mansions. You'd be like, well, this news network is either 100% honest and truthful, or it's not at all. But anyways, one of the news stations said loud noises, heard a Trump rally, knowing full well it was gunshots. Wait, I think I read that wrong, but my friend Joe's was deported formerly from our country, and he was born here, and his parents were from here. When Biden became president, citizen came. I mean, like, if he was, and he had like social security cards, and he had his numbers, like, maybe your friend's not giving you the whole truth. Because for me, it's hard to imagine someone being born in the country. Like, how U.S. citizenship works, to my knowledge at least, and I don't think it's changed. If both your parents come to the country illegally and they have a kid, that kid is a U.S. citizen, and it works that way in a lot of countries too, to where it's like, wherever you came out into the world, that's where you're a citizen of. And I only know that too, and I'm like reinforced because I know recently there's some people to where it's like, if you give birth on an airplane going from like America to the UK, where are you a citizen from? Because you're born over the ocean. But I'll talk more about that in a second. But if that happened, like, I can only think there's another variable that you're unaware of, and I just lack information on that. So I can't really be like, oh yeah, that was wrong of them, or that was right of them. He has a passport. A lot of people have passports, but it doesn't make them a citizen. Like, I can have a passport to Russia, and I could go to Russia, and then they could deport me, and I'll be like, it's okay guys, I have a passport. Passports aren't proof of citizenship. Like, birth certificates can work as proof of citizenship to that country. So he could have been here, like, illegally, and you just never realized it too. But then again, I don't know about the situation. I don't know the guy personally. I don't know the family. I don't know anything. All I have is the information you have given me in this 2 sentences and my thoughts in like a quick rapid fire. Anyways, hello Aldinix, hello and welcome. I've been having a really weird FNAF stream just talking about presidency and citizenship, which is really weird. I didn't thought I'd be playing FNAF and then talking about these subjects, which is really weird. I feel like an 8-year-old's gonna come in here and be like, wow, Freddy Fazbear, and then it's just like, yeah, Trump's a liar and he hates America. I'm just thinking about it now. I just had to take a second and just like think about the words I just said. God. Anyways, you're a W streamer. Thank you, Ashton. Like I said, I'm open to talking about anything, and if I ever say anything and you're like, yo, you're wrong on that, whether it be grammatically, politically, whether if it's a fact, if I'm like, yo, water boils at 95 degrees, and you're like, no, actually, it's 100 Celsius it boils at, I'd be like, yo, I googled it too, I was wrong, and I'll apologize. Like, I will be on my hands and knees, and I will be begging you for your forgiveness if I say something that is Foxy's out of the... Oh yeah, there he is. Our little red boy sprinting down the hall. I don't know what it is. I love watching Foxy run. But anyways, sanctuary cities where immigrants can do any crime. Kamala Harris wants to make the whole country that and ruin this country. Also, the iPad kids skibbity toilet should be president. He should be, honestly. Okay, no. I don't want to die. Where's Chica? She's somewhere. I don't know where. Is that Chica? I don't think so. You know, I've been having a burrito in one hand and my mouse in the other, and I've been just like trying to find a point to where I can like insert this burrito in my mouth hole to actually consume it. And there hasn't been a moment to where I've stopped talking long enough to actually eat this half-eaten burrito I've been holding for the past 15 minutes. So I've been playing FNAF with a half-eaten burrito in my hand, talking about immigration. This has been a really weird day, and I'm loving it. Also had all the papers and the ICE and the check and... but anyways, I know there were cases, too, to where you could actually lose citizenship to some... Door! Citizenship to countries. Like I said, I don't know. I can't say whether that was right or wrong. Like, citizens of the U.S. should not be deported, like, randomly. But then again, I will say it's a lot better than China and Russia and other places. What's it called, though? I agree to it. XD cold. My burrito has gotten cold, which is honestly a tragedy. I'm now gonna start shoving this burrito in my mouth, so pardon the 15 seconds of probably silence, which is as I consume this burrito. I don't want to die. You can stay out there, and I'm gonna start eating this burrito, and hopefully I don't get my innards removed. Alright, so I'm almost done eating this burrito. I gotta say, it was worth the 15-minute wait. It's so freaking good. It's not even like a Chipotle burrito. I think it's just like cheese, meat, and like paste. There's like not a single vegetable in this thing whatsoever. Nope! Oh, I ran out of power. That's fine. But anyways, I've been reading too while I was eating. So, imprisoned in Mexico because he didn't have citizenship. That's just weird. Well, that's... Yeah, that's not America's fault that he got imprisoned in Mexico. It may be our fault if he got deported, but it's not our fault if he did that. Oh, looky, there he is. The man, the myth, the legend himself. Does he give me a jump scare, or is this just kind of literally like a black screen? I just gotta wait. Maybe it'll turn to 6 a.m. and everything will be okay, right? No. The rare Freddy jump scare. I actually ran out of power. I thought I had 15% before it went off, but it didn't. Also, what the Sigma? Hello, 35 year? Year? I know it's not year. But, 35 wire, hello and welcome. You might be cooked. I was cooked. I was so cooked. But anyways, I just stuffed the rest of the burrito in my mouth. Ugh. Oh my god, I'm trying to get, like, burrito bits out of my mouth. There's Foxy. I can't believe I stopped him twice while holding a burrito. I gotta say, that had to be impressive, right? I don't see him there anymore. It's not even 1 a.m., Foxy. What are you doing? Ugh. Ugh. You know, that's why I don't like eating on stream. Whenever I eat on stream, I always get junk stuck in my teeth, and then I'll, like, be mid, like, rant, or, like, talking about something, or reading a comment, or playing, and then all my focus fades away, and I'm like, oh, there's something in my teeth, and I gotta work it out immediately. You better at FNAF than me. Thank you, Ashton. It means a lot. You know, I say this in other FNAF streams, but I'm like, I've watched other people play FNAF, and I'm gonna be honest, if someone blows through the entirety of FNAF, like, 1 through 5, and then, like, even the weekend days, I'm like, that wasn't entertaining. I mean, like, it's a little bit impressive, but it's, like, complete silence, someone flawless the game, you see no animatronics, and it's just kind of, like, boring. And I kind of like being, like, I'm not gonna say okay at FNAF, but I'm not, like, so horrible to it's, like, absolutely horrendous to watch. My TV show is Amphibia. Oh my god, Amphibia is so freaking good. Amphibia got done dirty, though. A lot of new Disney shows got done dirty, because Disney's, hitting the crack pipe and taking the L decisions. Just like Blizzard. Honestly, if Blizzard didn't get Game of the Year with Overwatch in 2016 and make the perfect game, and along with having a game that you need a subscription to, known as WoW, I feel like they would have been bankrupt years ago. Also, is there a difference between Golden Freddy and normal Freddy? Oh, no, I don't want you. Because I always hear Golden Freddy's different, but I mean, like, if he's Brown Freddy, does Golden Freddy's the one that killed me? Oh, wait, W Amphibia. You know what I like? They actually posted, you know, at the beginning of Amphibia, they have that little jingle. That jingle actually had lyrics on YouTube. They actually posted those lyrics, and I'm like, and someone actually, like, singing them too. Along with, like, different, like, concept arts and, like, pilots and stuff for Amphibia, which I absolutely love looking that stuff up. Whether it's video games, or, like, even designs for, like, cars. I love, like, the thought process of just, like, creating something so much. I enjoy that. Whether it's, like, an art booklet you get, and it's like, wow, we thought, like, this was, like, the original concept for Freddy, and he looks like a polar bear, and I'm like, but they settled on a brown bear, and I'm like, that's so much better. Like, or like, Freddy's original name was gonna be like Teddy Tedbear, or something, and they landed on Freddy Fazbear instead, and I'm like, I love that, and they gave like a little story of like, this is what we thought, and then we went in a different direction. But anyways, kinda Golden Freddy is yellow, maybe made out of gold. I always feel like he's just like yellow. It'd be weird if they had the animatronic made out of gold. I mean, like, what would they do if they had an animatronic made out of gold? I mean, like, obviously they wouldn't have it out front for all the kids to, you know, get their grubby little pizza fingers all over. But you know, some of the parents are taking chunks off and taking them home. Little party favors. Am I going to die? Maybe. Most likely. Definitely. But, what was I talking about before? Oh yeah, just like this concept art, original storyboarding, like just all that stuff, or like when they were making a character, car, or like anything, they were like, this was the idea. Oh no. Yeah, that's right. Foxy, run through the hallway. Yeah, sell him. Oh, Bonnie's there. Nope. No siree, I'm not opening up that sucker anytime soon. I have a question. If Foxy hits the door, does he take a chunk of your power? Because I would have sworn I was at 40 and now I'm at 30, which would explain why I died so quick last time. Also, best story in gaming. Freddy might cook you. Best story in gaming? One of the recent stories that happened I like in gaming was the Hogwarts Legacy drama, which I talked about in one of my other streams, but I'll talk about that after this fun fact. Fun fact, his name isn't canonically Golden Freddy, it's actually Yellow Bear. Yeah, I'm glad everyone says Golden Freddy. Yellow Bear sounds lame. Oh no, Chica. Oh no, Bonnie! Yeah, Golden Freddy's better. I don't like Yellow Bear. Yellow Bear sounds lame. And I think, FNAF has ruined me. The FNAF brain rot has set in a little bit. So, I told this story in another stream. It was probably a more empty stream than this one. Open the door. Didn't I click on you? The Hogwarts Legacy drama, so, the author of Harry Potter. I forget her name, or her pen name. I feel like somebody knows her pen name. If you know her pen name, please let me know so I can just say it on stream. Because I know it's something really easy, like H.P. Lovecraft. I know, obviously, H.P. Lovecraft is the wacky dude that made all the Cthulhus, but, like, in the Cthulhu mythos, too. But, so, this lady wrote Harry Potter, sold millions of books, probably made millions easily, opened up a housing for women in distress in the UK because she's from the UK, and it's only for women and most likely their children too, if they need like a place to like get away from like, you know, messy divorce, maybe even like other junk. And a lot of people, I forgot her name too, don't worry boy, this is good. But she opens up all these houses with the ton of money she got from Harry Potter, and I'm like, that's nice. And then people, when she did this, started to, like, you know, attack her because the houses were made for female, you know, biological females, because that's her belief. And so when a lot of trans people who identify as female but biologically male tried to get into these housings, she blocked them from coming in, and then everyone attempted to cancel her, and she's been actively, like, this community's been actively trying to cancel her, like, since then. This has been going on for, like, definitely a few years. Also, isn't the robots, adopted? The robots are most certainly adopted. I'm just waiting until 6, you know, that sweet, sweet chime. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna alleviate some stress before I finish my Hogwarts story. No, I'm booping the nose! You can't do anything! See? The nose saved me. But anyways, to continue the story, people are mad. She made female housing only, and trans people got mad, trying canceling her for years. Hogwarts Legacy got announced. Her game to where you get to play as, you know, a little wizard kid and go through the wizard houses and have, you know, your little, like, Harry Potter fan fiction game. These people knew about it. They constantly try to cancel it. And then there's, like I said, Harry Potter isn't a small thing. Like, there are millions of people that just love Harry Potter. I also like Harry Potter, and I also got the game. And I saw all this stuff, and they're like, yo, she hates trans people. She's just a hater. She's racist. And I'm like, I don't think she's racist. I mean, like, she liked the Chick-fil-A dude. Dude's just a Christian and he sells chicken sandwiches and it's not open on Sundays and he hates gay people. And I'm like, hey, I know the chicken doesn't hate gay people and the chicken's good, so I'm still gonna eat Chick-fil-A. I mean, like, if that dude who's selling me chicken sandwiches hate gay people, that's his thing. I just want a chicken sandwich. But anyways, Freddy saved you. Freddy maybe may have perhaps saved you. Me. You. You, me? We. But anyways, I keep on getting sidetracked on my story time here. So, basically, all these people, they're like, we're gonna bomb Hogwarts Legacy when it comes out, and all the platforms review bomb it, like, do everything in their power to make this game fail. And so they already had, like, a planned review bomb. And then there's, like, people like me who are, like, fans, and they're, like, so over, like, this everything has to be political mentality. Cancel her, cancel this, cancel that. You know, hate gay people, racism, all that crap being tossed around. It's like, yo, it's a video game about a teenage kid going to wizard school. Like, there's nothing to be upset about. But, all these people, like, gamers, like, the real ones, were like, no. No, we're not only gonna leave a positive review day one to cancel out your poor review. We're gonna pre-order, we're gonna get the deluxe edition, and Hogwarts Legacy, it completely backfired on all the people trying to cancel it because it broke so many day one records for sales and positive reviews. It was obscene how overwhelming the support for this game was. All because these people, for months before it releases to, was trying to do it. And it's even more horrible because this game was in development for so long and the company sunk so much money into it, and so many people probably worked overtime, these shifts, and put in a lot of love and hard work into that game. And I'm so happy that it did well. And I'm still happy. And I'm so happy I get to talk about it and share that with you dudes. And that's what I love. I love stuff like that so much. Yo, I hear Freddy moving around, and that's normally bad for me. I can feel my life expectancy shrinking away rapidly by the second in FNAF. My humble opinion, it's wrong to be trans or gay because God didn't do that. Hey, that's your own beliefs, you know? I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yo, you're wrong. But I will say, if you're going out of your way to just be like, yo, you see a trans person or a gay person and you, like, trip them in the grocery store, you're a horrible person. Like, to me, I'm like, if your religion or belief is, like, there's a hate in it, and I'm like, hey, that's your hate. But if you, like, act on it, I'm like, alright, that just makes you a crappy person. Like, I see people that are, like, racist, and I, like, live in an area in America to where it's, like, half the city is insanely woke, and then the other half is, like, insanely racist. So I have this really stark, this, like, black and white contrast constantly in my life of people being, like, insanely racist to insanely woke. And let me tell you something. They're the exact same. Being insanely woke and insanely racist is the same person. Or it's like, there's no difference. But, what's it called? I see a lot of people basically with these mindsets in my life, and the amazing thing is, and I'm like, I think it speaks volumes of their characters, and there's people that's just like, I hate racists. They're like, and I'm like, yeah, I hate them too, but it's like, I've seen so many racists be so tolerant, you know, they'll go up and they'll be like, they'll be working a job and they will be so professional and they'll be like, we'll get that done for you, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. And it's like, yo, I know that dude and he's like a hardcore racist, and oh, Freddy. But he's like a chill dude, and I'm like, I don't think less of you for that. Like, you may absolutely hate minority groups, but like, you're not letting that affect your attitude towards other human beings, which I think is what really counts. You know? So anyways, W spooky season. I love Halloween so freaking much. So what do you guys think? FNAF 2? FNAF 1? Shifted up to 2. I don't think I'm beating night 5. It's been an hour and a half. I'm thinking it's time to switch up FNAF 2. I think we've been spending too much time in this old, dusty pizzeria. I think we need a different old, dusty pizzeria to hang out in for a little bit. But anyways, in my humble opinions of that, and also, what does that? I don't hate them. I just hope they change for the better. Yeah, that isn't bad. Also, I'm sorry I didn't read that. Boy, this is good. That comment was sitting there for a while, and I didn't read it yet. The screen's gonna go black. I gotta adjust a setting real quick. It's gonna go black again, and I need to click on FNAF 2. Man, I hope FNAF 2 isn't as politically charged as FNAF 1. I hope we can just talk about funny, goofy Freddy Fazbear and his pizza-eating ways. I don't know why, but I'm like, you know what would be really weird if they had, like, a Saw room? You know how in, like, Saw, if you ever seen the horror movie, it's like, they have someone hooked up to a contraption, and it's like, yo, they're in a room that's, like, -50, and they have, like, a mister on a person, and it'll, like, freeze them solid. And they'll be, like, alive and cold, and it'll be horrible. But, I'm like, what if Freddy Fazbear had a room like that, to where it's something like that, but it just, like, dunks the kid in hot cheese. Or it couldn't even be, like, a torture room. It could just be Freddy Fazbear shoots hot cheese. Or a hot cheese vat. I don't know. I just feel like there's something funny about having an entire vat of nacho cheese just available for consumption at all times at any Freddy Fazbear location. Anyways, I suck at all these FNAF games. You know what it really is? It's really just a combination of, like, muscle memory and experience to be good at these games. Because no matter how many, like, videos you watch on Five Nights at Freddy's that's like, oh yeah, you just gotta do this and that and the other thing. Like, FNAF 2, it's reaction speed. And if you don't have reaction speed, you go with the, you know, like, the 1, 2, 3 rhythm. To where it's like, how do I describe it? It's kind of like playing a beat on a drum, to where it's like you just keep doing it over and over again, and it doesn't matter what's going on around you. If you keep playing that beat over and over, you're going to make it to the end of the song. And that's what Five Nights 2 is. To where it's like you do 3 things. You wind the box, you check the vents. Actually, no, you wind the box, put the mask on, take the mask off, check the vents, and wind the box again. And also flash the hallway. Almost forgot about that. And it's just one of those things where it's like, this game's the easiest because it's just, it's quite literally like, every game's like, if you hit the right buttons at the right time, you're just gonna win. But this game, it's like to the extreme. There is an objectively correct manner in which hitting the buttons. But anyways, I suck at all the FNAF. Shoot Freddy, W. I just read all of that all over again, and that was old. And I apologize. I don't even have to wind this on night 1. Night 1's the most... I wish I could unmute the call so he could be talking instead of me. I just did it because I'm like, I don't want to be talking over the phone dude again. Which sucks. So now I'm sitting here talking, looking at this soda that I have. I'm going to drink the soda actually and just look out into the darkness. This is this man's life right here. This black hallway filled with despair. That's all it is. Could I literally just sit here and do nothing? You know what? I'm going to sit here and do nothing. I want to see if I make it through the night. Because a lot of people are like, yo, night 1 is... Wait. Oh, no, never mind. I take it back. I guess we do have to do our job on night 1. I was wrong. I was so wrong. You know which FNAF I hate the most? It's FNAF 4. Mainly because I'm bad with sound cues, and I hate sound cues. Like, sometimes they're nice. It's like, yo, sound cue, and it's, like, super obvious. But that one, it's like, they're purposely making it super quiet, and the jump scares are loud, so it blows out your eardrums instantly every time. Anyway, shoot Freddy with a rocket launcher. That would do it. I don't think Freddy is made out of the most durable metal either. Like, what do you think his animatronic, like, metal's made out of? Do you think it's stainless steel? Do you think it's iron? Do you think it's, aluminum? And it's, like, hollow pipe? Or do you think it's something else, like, crazy, like tungsten? Or cast iron? Oh my god, if they made the animatronics with cast iron, that would be insane. Like, you wouldn't be breaking them. You should play TDS on Roblox. You know, there's a lot of stuff, and it's like Roblox is weird. And I've brought up my grievances with Roblox. With moral of the story is, if I do Roblox and people come by to watch Roblox, and then I stop playing Roblox, nobody will watch. And also, those kids are mean. They're just straight mean and rude. And I rather make content for, you know, the general consumption versus than, you know, making Roblox content for those ungrateful ingrates who, to where I'm like, I wouldn't be able to have these conversations like I did, like that one about like deportation and politics. You know, obviously I don't want to have those conversations every time, but it's like, you talk about to a Roblox kid about news outlets, and then he's gonna start screaming the word monkey over and over again, being racist, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want any part of that. It's like Minecraft people who get permissions in a server, they go crazy with power. It's just like the gamer mentality of Roblox players in general. Not all of them, but it's general. You know, kind of like how, what's the word I'm looking for? It's getting kind of close. Really don't like that. Why are you getting so close, Freddy? You never come this close on night one. Well, anyways, well, you should play, oh yeah, and you should burn down the pizza place. I should burn down this pizza place. A little bit of arson would do this place wonders. And also the same reason why I never play League, too. I will never play League. Unless they're gonna give me money, and then, in which case, I will play League. Because then I would be paid to play a video game. And then it would be a job. But, I hate League players. League players suck. I downloaded League of Legends in the past, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do 2 or 3 games. It can't be that bad. Literally, second game I played, someone was screaming at me, being like, do you even know how to play this game? And I played other games like League, like MOBAs. And it's like, I know the MOBA formula and rotating and like a general idea of how the team comp should be in general movement, but like there's some nuances to League I obviously didn't know because it was my second freaking game. And it was just someone just being toxic at me for the next like 30 minutes, and I'm like, wow.
Hello?
I just get locked into a rage room with some nerds that think they know it all. Or some know-it-all loser who only plays League. And I'm like, yeah, never again. Also, the characters are wildly imbalanced. Also, I play Roblox a lot, and I have a brain rot maybe a bit. I like Roblox, like, don't get me wrong. I play Roblox too. I had it open, I had a little AFK thing open before the stream. I've had AFK Roblox stuff on the stream before. And I enjoy it, you know? And I enjoy, like, gambling. Obviously not real money, but, like, the Roblox in-game money. And it's, like, a fun vibe thing to do. But I've also seen, like, the absolute most horrendous thing on Roblox. All the way from child predators to, just straight up racism, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not about it. At all. I'd rather play FNAF forever than do Roblox.
Those older models would always get
And I do plan to do, like, Roblox in the future. And what I mean by Roblox, I mean, like, I will play, like, 1 or 2 games, like, major title games on Roblox. And I'll, like, do a stream about it, and you guys can, like, jump in. And we can, like, play Roblox, and it'll be fun. But I don't want to do too much Roblox. And also, I'm still early on in my channel. And I don't want, like, all my early viewers who come to only come for Roblox. Like, this FNAF one absolutely smoked all my streams from yesterday in terms of, like, viewership and people coming in and new people. To where it's like, FNAF just does better. And there's some people that are subscribed to my channel to where they're like, yo, I only come here for the FNAF. And I'm okay with that. But it's like such a bigger number difference versus like the people who come for everything versus the people who only show up for FNAF. Which is one of those things. Like, I had someone come in the stream the other day and they're like, oh my gosh, I hate this game. Give me tips. And I gave him tips. Didn't like any of the tips. And I'm like, then stop playing. And they're like, I can't. I have a channel. I have to play it. This is the only thing my viewers will watch. And I'm like, that's your own fault. You set the standards for your own channel, and now you can't back out. Anyways, people be toxic these days. People are non-stop toxic. Like, people now versus people from 50 years ago, I don't want to say they're completely different animals, but they're completely different animals. Like, as an example, like 40, 50 years ago, everyone used to have a shotgun in their truck, and it used to be in clear view. Like, everyone knew it was there, and it didn't bother anybody. Because you're like, the thought process was, he has a gun in his truck. He's probably just gotten back from hunting, or he's going on a hunting trip. And then you'd see him leave the grocery store with food, and putting it in his cooler, and he'd go away, and you're like, yup, there's a guy going on a hunting trip right there. But now, if someone with a gun pulls up to the grocery store, and it's in, like, the passenger seat, someone's calling the cops, and the cops are showing up, and they're going to be investigating that gun. Or even breaking the window and taking the gun and giving the guy a ticket. Because the thought process is no longer, oh, he's going to go hunting. It's, oh my god, he's going to go shoot up a school, go shoot up a public place, some act of terrorism. And I'm like, that's so messed up. Oh, I hear you, Balloon Boy. Come on, walk away. Oh, Bonnie was also here, too. But, yeah, people are toxic. And there's also, like, a lack of, like, common decency, too, that people lack. Like, I love going to the movie theater. I refuse to go. I wanted to see Deadpool 3 so bad. I wanted to see Beetlejuice so bad. I couldn't bring myself to go because last time I went, it was such a horrible experience. Like, people taking flash photography, people, you know, taking their shoes off and treating it like it's their living room, people talking, like, not even like a whisper, like a quick, like, ooh, or it's not like the normal, like, theater stuff to where it's like, yo, it's like a jump scare, everyone jumps, they say a joke, everybody laughs, like, not like normal noise like that. But it's like, yo, they're having a full conversation at normal volume directly behind me while I'm trying to listen to this freaking movie. Like, there's no, like, people don't have, I'm not gonna say, like, empathy, but they don't have this common decency of being like, wow, there's other people around. I should be mindful of my actions in a public place. But they're really adult games. The part is kids play Roblox in those games. They don't know better not to play those adult games. I don't know what you mean by adult games on Roblox, but, that's really weird that Roblox would have adult-like games. Which what I think is Roblox moderators are absolutely slacking if they're letting adult games like that on Roblox. But, back to what I was saying, like 50 years ago, also in theaters, they had people that would walk through making sure no one brought in outside food, making noise, being disruptive. Now, I see those people maybe walk through the movie theater once if I'm lucky. And if they do walk through, they don't care. They're just like, yeah, no one's bleeding out, and no one's trying to start a fight, and no one's, like, trying to tear the projector out of the wall. So everything's fine. And then they just leave. And then I'm like, great. I'm like, the 3 people with their phones out, too. Also, like, 50 years ago, people didn't have cell phones. Which doesn't help at all, too. But, it's just... And it's not just theaters. I'm only using theaters as an example because it's really easy and obvious to where it's, like, a real obvious right-wrong situation. Not kid-friendly games, not even teenager-friendly. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like, some, like, not safe for work stuff. Which is absolutely disgusting, in which case, if you are on the Roblox platform, you should report those games. There should be a report function in Roblox to report those games. And I didn't even know they exist. Like, I will tell you, I plan to play Roblox when Relseas drops, and I'm going to play Relseas, and I'm going to do it on stream, and I'm going to have fun doing it on stream. And I hope, you know, during the Relseas stuff, people come by, they subscribe, they like, and they join me in game, and we get to play a game on Roblox to where we get to be pirates, and, you know, kill some stuff, do some bosses, and just have fun. That's my plan for Roblox for the future, though. But until Relseas drops, I'm not playing Roblox. There's nothing on the platform that I think that's really worth doing, and nothing that I could do for a full 2 hours, and nothing that I could do without, like, some kid absolutely harassing me, too. And I've been, like, low-key harassed a little bit on streams, to play Roblox sometimes, to where someone will show up, and they'll be like, do you play Roblox? And I'm like, yeah, I play Roblox. And they're like, here's my user. Get on. And I'm like, bro, I'm doing a full Luigi's Mansion playthrough right now. I'm not gonna get off Luigi's Mansion and completely change my stream to play Roblox with you right this second. And it's not like that happened once or twice. It's happened multiple times. Also, RxGib, hello and welcome. Which just blows me away. But anyways, please play Doors on Roblox. It's a horror game. I've heard of Doors, I've seen Doors, and when I talk about, like, some games being not scary, I don't think Doors is scary. Doors takes really long. It's like 2 hours. It does, but I find Doors so absolutely boring. And it's one of those things where it's like, I want to stream games to where I'm like, if I'm not having fun on a game, I think the game, I don't want to say low-key fails as a game. But if it's like, hey, if you take medicine and the medicine doesn't work, is it even medicine? And that's how I feel about games. If I'm playing a game and I'm upset, bored, or like not having fun in any way, shape, or form, I'd rather not be playing the game. And Doors, you may love Doors, and I absolutely respect the crap out of that. Like, I think Doors is a solid game for Roblox on that platform. But at the same time, I'd rather stream something like weird, like Resident Evil, or like Silent Hill, or like Dead Space, or like a real horror game. I hope that makes sense, Jumbo Dumbo. Because I can't afford to play, like, you know, a real horror game, or like something that's really interesting, and like be interested in myself, and then continue to be like, obviously, because no one wants to watch a streamer just have a bad time. And it's not like rage content like Elden Rings or like an Undertale thing, or like just a really hard game difficulty and they're raging. Rage content's funny and entertaining, but like if you're watching somebody and they're playing like FNAF and they're just like, yeah, there's Freddy Fazbear, I died, well, that was Five Nights at Freddy's, I hope you enjoyed, please hand me your wallet, like that's not enjoyable at all. I keep on looking over and I see RxGib's old comment or little message, and he's just like, it's spooky season. It's not spooky season yet, but we're so goddamn close to spooky season. We're like 24 hours away from spooky season, less than 24, more than 24, I don't know. This month could trip me up and be like, we won those months with the 31st. I hate those months with the 31st because they always just be tricking me. I think the month is over and it's like, nah, we got an extra day. Just like Halloween trips me up every year and I'm like, yo, it's the last day of October, it's Halloween. It's like, actually, Halloween's tomorrow. It's October 31st. You know, I did have one year to where I fell asleep on October 30th. And I woke up at like 9 o'clock at night and I'm like, I missed Halloween. And then I cried and then my parents were like, no, it's tomorrow. But I'm like, it's the last day of the month and they're trying to explain to me what a month with an extra day is. That was a sad, too. I still have nightmares about that. Like, legit, I wake up in the middle of the night, and I have dreams of falling asleep on Halloween and missing Halloween. And I'm like, are you freaking serious? I love Halloween so much. You don't understand how, and it's not even like one in like the weird way to where it's like you see the goth girl at Hot Topic being like, oh my god, I love Jack Skellington. I wish I could marry him. I want to have his little skelly babies. It's like, no, not in like the weird way. Or like just having Halloween decorations up all year. It's like I really enjoy everything about the holiday. To if I'm giving out candy, scaring, dressing up, or, you know, just doing anything Halloween related, carving pumpkins. Candy's always nice. It's enjoyable. The entire aesthetic of it too is just wonderful. Glenn, hello and welcome. Come on. No, she didn't go away yet. Go away. Also, Glenn, I'm not sure if I said hello, but also hello and welcome. I'm pretty sure I did, but I'm saying it a second time. Nah, Jet trippin'. I don't know who this Jet fellow is and why he be trippin', but he do be trippin'. Also, I'm not like on like the thing too to where I'm like, yo, if you say you hate Halloween, I hate you. And it's like, nah, it's like you can have your opinion. But if you're trying to convince me Halloween's the worst holiday, if you're trying, like, some people say that and they're like, yo, Halloween's the worst holiday, and I'm like, to what? St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day? I'm like, Halloween is like the holy trinity of like the holiday season, which is 3 months of like Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. And I'm like, you're gonna try and tell me Valentine's Day, 4th of July, or St. Patrick's Day is better than Halloween? I'm like, you're lying to me. You're lying to my face. It's you, skeleton baby. I wish I was a skeleton, but it's okay, because I'm gonna be a skeleton one day. After I reach my natural expiration date, my flesh will fall away and I will attain my true form, and I will become a skeleton. What's your favorite FNAF game? I have to say, like FNAF 2 or Sister Location, not gonna lie. Wait. What's your favorite FNAF game? I'd have to say, like, oh, you like FNAF 2 and Sister Location. I really like FNAF 1 a lot. I'm not good at any of it. It's mainly FNAF 1s. Like, the other FNAF games are fun. Like, FNAF 2 I like. FNAF 3 is kind of, I don't want to say completely random, but there's some nights on FNAF 3 to where the game will either be completely easy mode and Springtrap's running in, like, random goofy odd directions, or he's the most deadly animatronic ever made and Springtrap is coming for your soul before it reaches 1 a.m. Where was I going with that? I completely forgot. But I like FNAF 1, I like FNAF 2. FNAF 3 is okay, I hate FNAF 4. FNAF 4 is all sound cues and I hate sound cues. And I will do everything in my power to avoid playing FNAF 4. And also breaking my knees on my desk from all these jump scares. I already have problems with my knees too. So, bashing my knees on the bottom side of my desk, jumping away from the monitor, is already not good for my health. And that thing is weird. There's like no point to night 1. Night 1 is like the freest night too, and it's so weird. My birthday's on Valentine's Day. That's nice. I always feel weird because I always feel like people with like birthdays next to a holiday, I feel like it's like, yo, it's my birthday and it's Christmas, and everyone's like, yeah, it's Christmas. It's like, what about my birthday party? It's like, we can do it tomorrow. And I feel like they could give someone some type of complex. Make some people feel some type of way. You know what I feel like could work? You could have a birthday on Halloween, and then you could just have a Halloween-themed birthday party every year. Which I feel like wouldn't be the worst, actually. You just get a spooky pumpkin cake, or it's like in the shape of a bat, and everyone just wears costumes. Every birthday party for you is a costume party. Alright, so I completely lost my train of thought there for a second. The pain of having your birthday on a holiday is severe. I'm just saying though, the kids who were born on Christmas, they're screwed. They can't compete with Jesus' birthday. There's no way they can beat Jesus out in popularity. Boop. I wonder where Balloon Boy is. He hasn't snuck into here to try and take my booteries. Damn Balloon Boy, always after my gosh darn batteries that are in my flashlight. L FNAF 4. I agree with that sentiment. FNAF 4 is an L. And I take L's in FNAF 4 and I hate it. Oh, I hear that little ticking noise. What is that? It was like a pipe dropping or something? Get out of here, Balloon Boy. You are unloved. Gobbling down my AA batteries. Or are they D's in my flashlight? It depends what type of flashlight you have. I feel like if you have like a really small flashlight, it'd be AAA's. But if you got like a medium, it's AA's. And then if you got like the big chunky flashlight, you got the D batteries. You ever get a pack of D batteries and you're like, yo, who's even gonna use up all these D batteries? Unless you're like, own 3 different flashlights and you're just like using them constantly every night. Like, I don't think you'd ever go through them. Like, I feel like the batteries would leak and explode before you used up all those batteries. What type of flashlight do you think he has? Do you think it's a big beefy flashlight with D batteries, or do you think it's like something weird? Oh, dang it. My bad, I was just taking a quick drink. Look at that, I'm already at night 4. Ben, sup? How are you doing today? I just, what's it called? I've already played FNAF 1 today. Which is really weird, because I always feel like whenever I do these FNAF streams, I always like to start at 1. And I always feel weird, too, because some people are like, why are you always playing FNAF 1? There's, like, all these fan games. And you keep playing FNAF 1. I'm like, FNAF 1's classic. You can't beat out the classics. And 2, what's it called? People are like, oh yeah, there's all these fan games. You should play some of the fan games. And I did play the fan games for a while, but I downloaded one of the fan games and my antivirus went crazy and I had to spend like a whole like day and a half just cleaning out my computer of like viruses, and I'm like, never again. Like, I may do fan games in the future for FNAF, and I do have the ones I already own, but like, I so do not want to do fan games again in the future. Fan games scare me. Especially from Sparks games, too. Very important. Always read those details. Always check your files. Always be on high alert whenever downloading stuff off the internet. You never know what's gonna brick your computer, turning it from a awesome gaming PC worth many dollars, even maybe some of them thousands of dollars and hundreds of dollars, and then turning it into a really pretty paperweight. Gosh, it's weird to think that someone could spend like $3,000 on a PC, download something, and then you just got a $3,000 box that has a bunch of busted pieces in it. That is a... I'm scaring myself a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. No, someone had said this earlier, but, or they mentioned, it's like, yo, something about animatronics and, you know, which one do you think is, quote-unquote, pretty? They didn't use the word pretty. But, along that line of thought, not the pretty part, but, what do you guys think is the best animatronics? Do you think Freddy Fazbear, because, you know, he owned the title of the game? Or do you think one of the other ones, like Chica or Bonnie, is better? Or your personal favorite? So I want some thoughts, I want some opinions, I want some new points of views. Because I'm on the understanding it's like, I like Freddy and I like Foxy, but Bonnie and Chica, I don't really care for that much. But I want to know if you guys were like fans of like Bonnie and Chica, like, I want to know why. Also, once I got jump scared on FNAF 4 on my phone next to the stairs, and I jumped and fell down the stairs and sadly broke my arm. Was it worth? Was it... Wait. Was it worth, though, Ashton? I need to know. That was yesterday. Oh. Well, I mean, like, the question still stands. I'm sorry that happened to you, but, like, was it worth? Did you decimate Freddy Fazbear after that? Did you power through the pain like a goddamn gladiator champion? And then slay all the animatronics? Bathing in their animatronic blood? And all the lubrication and oil that's in their system? If you crush an animatronic, do you think they would leak oil? Or some type of grease? Or lubricant? So, I mean, like, they gotta have, what's it called? Like, some type of, like, hydraulics or, like, pistons in their body to make them move. Right? Instead of just, like, a motor. I mean, like, they can't just be pure motor and then gears. Also, if you did break your arm yesterday and you did get a cast, I want to know, what color did you get? I want to know. So I'm partially to the blue. Or the black. I hear you, balloon boy, you fat little round man. Also, I hear language. I didn't say any language. Banana, hello and welcome. I am just now thinking about if I swore. I don't think I swore. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Yum colors, oops. I'm really thinking hard now. I'm like, did I accidentally slip up and I went from PG to PG-13 with one F-bomb and I didn't even realize? So that's the difference between PG and PG-13. It's one F-word. In which case, I don't know if I did. But Jumbo Dumbo isn't letting me know what I said. I really do want to know what I said. But I can't remember. Frickin' Mangles, get out of here! Alright. They're both gone. Wind the box. Alright, so, box wound, lights, 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 box, box, box. What other things do I have to conversate about? I don't know. Best sodas? Baja Blast, Mountain Dew. I think that's just S tier right there. Normal Mountain Dew, A tier. It's not Baja Blast. Are you gonna watch the second FNAF movie when it comes out? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm so excited for the second FNAF movie. I'm so glad you brought up the second FNAF movie, Glenn, because I was literally about to go down a tier list of every soda that I could think of off the top of my head till somebody said something. So now I don't have to do that, and I can now talk about the FNAF movies, which is totally a topic of conversation that I know many of things about. And I'm definitely not just saying many of things just to fill the void that would normally be silence and all-consuming. Nope, not me, not I. That's not what I do here. Quality content here. Nothing never not quality. We always got quality. Quality is our name. It's in there. Not quantity. Quality. Alright, I should probably start talking about it now, right? Definitely, most certainly, yes. I'm trying to unscreen. Alright, so. FNAF movie. I love. I don't know. Also, actually, you're slightly worse than the darn, which is the D word. That's not a bad word. It's in the Bible. And the Bible doesn't have any bad words, alright? Just got home. It says, hello and welcome, Bobby. And Bonnie keeps tearing off my face. I hate you, mangled Bonnie, so much. Yo! Give gifts. Here's your gifts. The only thing I despise about the FNAF movie was how the animatronics built a fort and then let them into the office and I get jumped. Yeah, that's actually messed up. I love all the little bits of love they put throughout the movie, little Easter eggs, little stuff, along with the actual Living Tombstone song for FNAF is now, I don't want to say it's an official FNAF song, but it's in the movie, so it's pretty damn official now, and it's no longer just a fan song. I mean, like, it's still a fan song, and it's still done, but, I love that song so much. Like, before I started playing FNAF, and I was like, some of the fan songs for FNAF just slaps hard for no reason. Like, it has no business being that good. Also, minigame. Yes, the minigame. My head slammed onto the concrete when I fell down the stairs. That, I hope you're okay. And I hope you do better. I mean, not do better, get better. And saying the wrong words. It's inconvenient when you say the wrong words. But anyways, Sparky the dog was such a good Easter egg. I actually don't know what that is. Like I said, I'm doing FNAF content, but I'm still learning all, you know, the FNAF lore and stuff. So I done remembered. You still haven't answered my question, Ashton. What color cast did you get? Well, I wait for that response on the color of the cast you got, or if you got something that wasn't a hard cast. I hear Mangle, so I'm gonna put this on. I really like the sound effect for Mangle. It's really nice. But, the FNAF movie, I love the Living Tombstone songs they put in, or the only song they put in. Alright, vents. Mangle's out there. Vent, vent, vent. I so done blue. Blue is such a good color. Did you have, like, the difference between dark blue or sky blue? Because when I broke my arm, they were like, do you want... I was like, what color do you want? I'm like, blue. They're like, do you want the sky light blue or do you want the dark blue? But, what's it called? FNAF movie. I loved it. You know, somebody else, when I did one of these FNAF streams in the past, we talked about the FNAF movie a lot. And I'm like, you know, I view the FNAF movie like how I view Venom. To where it's a really cool movie, but it's not like the original Venom with Venom and Spider-Man. It's Venom in his own movie. And it's like a retelling of the story, or a reimagining, or like a parallel world. I mean, like, it's all those same things. Take your pick of any of those three. Sky blue. Sky blue is such a nice color. It really is. What's it called, though? But I view the FNAF movie as, like, a retelling, and I don't hold the FNAF movie up to, like, the games, to where I'm like, well, did this match the lore of the games? And it, like, made Freddy Fazbear and all the ghost children, like, you know, be killed by Afton, and, you know, they have this secret room, and they have his kid. And I'm, like, just being gross and talking through my nose. And then just telling everybody they're wrong because they don't know Freddy like I do. They're all just posers. But anyways, that's a good color. That's a real good color. Anyways, Sparky the dog's pretty much the hidden animatronic. That if you look up in the parts and service, Calamity Doorway, you can, Claims Doorway, or Cams, not Clams, Calamities, all the wrong words. Doorways, you can see the face, spoiler, of Balloon Boy saying hi to me through the vents. It was a hoax and Scott added it to the movie. That's really cool, though. I really like that. That was a little thing you could see in one of the games, in one of the cams. And you saw, like, a little prototype animatronic. Or, like that's something, or, like, the Good Mythical Morning guy. Or it was something like lunch was the most important meal of the day. It was some YouTuber like that. I don't really know that YouTuber. I've never seen it. While I was watching some videos on the FNAF movie, they were like, oh yeah, that was a good Easter egg. Everyone loved it. Yeah, yeah. Also, part of me was like, yo, when are they going to put Markiplier in the movie? I feel like they could have gotten away with putting Markiplier in the movie and no one would have batted an eye. There's so... Oh, I took the mask off too soon. But I feel like there was, like, so many YouTubers they could have put in that movie. And I'm like, I wish they put more of them in, but they probably couldn't, like, get in contact with them or pay them enough money or, like, this or that, the other reason. Anyways, you know that Squid Games 2 is coming out? Yeah, I can't wait to walk around and then have everyone be like, yo, have you ever heard of the show called Squid Games? I'm not sure if you dudes remember that, but if you didn't watch Squid Games as soon as it came out, for like the first like month or two when Squid Games came out, it was literally everybody walking around talking about Squid Games non-stop. And they were like, anytime they met somebody who hasn't seen Squid Games, they were like, how have you never heard of Squid Games? And then they could proceed to start explaining what Squid Games is. Like, honest to God, it wouldn't surprise me if there was a meme challenge of trying not to talk about Squid Games. And I'm excited for that to come back. Also, Markiplier was meant to be the security guard in the start of the movie, but Mark was filming his own show, so he couldn't. Oh yeah, he's making Iron Lung right now. And I just stepped in water and wet socks. Ugh. Solution, don't wear socks. The Squid Game is real, Ashton, and also, they were. Wet socks are... I just want to get a rip real quick. Rip for the socks. Stepping in water, that is... I have a dog that drools non-stop, so I've given up on wearing socks, because the moment I wear socks, there's puddles all over the ground, and I'm just going to have... I won't have socks no longer on my feet. I will have fabric that's soaked in dog drool. And it's so disgusting to where I'm like, I'd rather just be barefoot, step in it, and be like, okay, paper towel and done. Instead of having to throw my socks in the dirty immediately. Oh my god, my mouth's getting tired. How long have I been streaming for? Almost 2.5 hours? Yeah, this is definitely going on the longer end of my FNAF streams. Did you know that making Pumpkin Hill... Wait, did you know they're making Pumpkin Hill the movie? I don't think so. There's Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead's a movie. It sounds peak. Rip socks. Yeah, it's bad. But wait a second, Pumpkin Hill, the movie. Do you mean the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie? And you're saying they're gonna add Pumpkin Hill? Because that would make more sense than giving one level in a Sonic game to where Sonic isn't even in it. A whole movie would be weird. There was a whole string of horror movies called Pumpkinhead. And it's about this demon that lives in a pumpkin patch, and I forget what it is. But I think it's like, yo, if you've been wronged, you can like give the demon your soul, and he'll go and kill all the people who have wronged you, or that you want revenge on. And so he'll go out and like kill all the people, and then he also gets your soul. And so he just like, and that's the plot of the movie, to where there's just this pumpkin monster with a deformed pumpkin head that comes out, hunts people down like he's alien, and that's the movie. No, they're gonna add Pumpkin Hill. Alright. That sounds more right. Oh! Dang it. You know, I probably could be done with FNAF 2 if I stopped, you know, looking away from the screen and reading, and I just focused up, but honest to God, I like talking to you dudes. I can't wait for the new Sonic movie. I'm gonna say a quick spoiler real quick. That little girl's gonna get shot. I didn't give you much time, but you know what? Sonic Adventure 2 has been out since, I think it came out in like 2001. So like 20 plus years. If you don't know that little girl don't get shot at this point in the Sonic lore, you've been slacking. And I'd say it's probably the most important part, but I will tell you right now, if the new Sonic movie and the little girl does not get shot in the chest or like head or like arm or leg, if there is no bullet hitting a little girl, I'm gonna be upset. It's gonna be a bad movie because they're not true to the Sonic lore. I could even live if she doesn't get shot. Like if she just dies in general, that's how it goes in the Sonic lore. That's also like 50% of Shadow the Hedgehog's backstory. It's like other half is like ultimate life form, revenge, plot, aliens, and then the other half of it is just dead girl. My sock's wet trowel is on the ground. Oh my god, that's a wet sock if it's leaving a trowel. Also, I don't know what NAUR is. What is that? Pew pew. Oh. I'm just saying, if you go see that movie and there's no dead child, it's not a good movie. They thought kids couldn't handle seeing another dead kid. Let me tell you something. Kids handled it pretty well, I don't know, 20 years ago when that game came out. 20 plus, probably. And I'm gonna say it, they probably handle it even better now. No is also no. Great, my carpet is wet. How much water is on your sock? Did you step into a lake or something? I don't believe you stepped in like a little puddle. Or like even like a little damp wet spot on the ground. It had to be like a whole lake if you're leaving a snail trail of water and you're even getting the carpet wet. Nyar equals no. Nyar. I feel like I sound like a pirate when I say that. It's nyar. You know who else is a pirate? Foxy's a pirate. New FNAF game, they have the animatronics speak, and Foxy speaks very pirate. Very pirate. Have you played Indigo Park? Indigo Park. Indigo Park. Indigo Park sounds like a Pokemon game. I don't think I have. What is Indigo Park? A big puddle. A big puddle would be a pond or lake. Those are big puddles. How do you, Chica? I had my mask on! Alright. I guess I'm just dead. Alright, so... I've gotta now make a decision. Real quick. So, high water bottle. I'm gonna... A huge water bottle? Alright, so... Wait. Is H next to B? Oh, it's a big water bottle. Sometimes whenever I see, like, stuff like that, like in HIE water bottle, I'm like... Now, I'm like, did the chatter, like... Or, like, the person typing, like, accidentally hit the key next to it, messing up the word, which I think it did, because H is next to B. So that'd be B. That's actually one of the fun things I love about this, when someone fat fingers a key and I get to play like detective and be like, so is that autocorrect or a misclick on the keyboard? Which I actually really do enjoy that. And I do that too, so I'm never gonna like ridicule anybody for doing that. Also, if I kind of like Poppy Playtime mixed with Disney World, alright, I'm gonna have to check that out. Honest to God, I will. After the stream, in which case I'm thinking about ending it here because I need to eat. I've had food sitting next to me for the last hour and a half and I'm so freaking hungry. That burrito I ate between talking about politics was really not enough. So I'm gonna eat, take some probably more allergy pills and hydrate some more. So I want to thank you all so much for coming. Don't leave yet. I'm just gonna go to the stream times real quick. So I do stream every day, honest to God. Unlike these other streamers, they're like, yeah, I stream every day, and then they leave, and they never come back ever, and they never stream. I do, honest to God, stream every day. I stream at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or after 3 p.m. It's EST, that is the time zone. I have a Discord in the description that'll let you know the most up-to-date schedule is, if there's any schedule changes, if there's anything that happens, like I die, power outages, technical difficulties, it'll be there, and it'll be like, there will be no stream for today. And then that'll be that. There's also a bunch of other stuff in the Discord, such as general, art, other junk. There's a lot of fun stuff in there. It's still growing, so it's not as active as everything, but you know what? We're getting there, and we're making a little bit of progress every day. If you don't have a Discord, that's a-okay. The notification bell on YouTube will let you know when streams start, when videos are uploaded, and when stuff is just happening. And it is a great way to stay informed. Without joining the Discord or without subscribing, it'll just let you know when stuff's happening. You can leave a comment, good or bad. I respond to all of them. They can be recommendation games. You could tell me to go jump off a cliff. I'll respond to it. And I just want to thank you so much for your time and watching. And if you enjoyed a little bit, like and subscribe. If not, thank you so much for watching. And if you're already subscribed, thank you for being subscribed and just taking time out of your day to just watch me goof around on FNAF and talk about the most random crap you could possibly imagine. So thank you so much for watching. And it may not be FNAF tomorrow. It may be something else. I like to keep it very variedied and keep it wide. And, you know, if you have any games you think would be a ton of fun and would do very well on a stream, please let me know. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. And I'm running out of oxygen, so I should probably stop saying thank you so much and say goodbye and thank you again and thank you. And I'm gonna hit the button